Hey everybody! So today is going to be a tutorial on this makeup look that I'm wearing right now. I have gotten a lot of requests every time that I wear this look. People always ask me, what did you use? So here it is for you guys. So if you're interested in learning how to get this makeup look, then just keep watching. Okay everybody, so I'm starting out with my eyes, and I'm going to be taking the Lorac Behind the Scenes eyeshadow primer, and I'm just going to go ahead and prime my lids before we apply any eyeshadow. Basically what this is going to do is help with any creasing, and also sometimes eyeshadows tend to want to wear off your eyelid throughout the day, so this helps with any of that. Next, I'm going to be taking two Makeup Geek shadows. The first one is Barcelona Beach, and that top one is Peach Smoothie. And these are just going to go into my crease to be my transition shades. I'm going to take this on a big fluffy brush. I think mine is Lancome, but there's great ones from MAC and from Sigma. As long as it's just a big fluffy blending brush. And you're just going to put that all over your crease, creating that transition shade. I like to blend, as you can already tell. I take a lot of my time blending because it's super important. I think it helps your look, you know, the eyeshadow just look a whole lot better. So just take this. It doesn't have to be anything precise, just kind of all over the lid. I take it everywhere. Just blending it up, around, no rhyme or reason with that. Like, am I gonna be finished anytime soon? I don't know. Okay, now I'm taking Urban Decay's Easy Baked eyeshadow. I absolutely love this eyeshadow. It is so pretty. So I'm just gonna take that, and I'm using a MAC, I don't know the number, but it's just their flat shader brush. And I'm just pressing this all over my eyelid. Just the lid though. Just going back and forth, creating that really pretty sheen. Okay, now that we're finished with that, I'm taking the Anastasia Beverly Hills, and I believe this is the Catwalk palette, and I'm just taking that deep brown and that purple, and I'm kind of using both of them, and this is what's going to deepen up my crease. So I'm using a MAC 217 brush, and I'm just starting out putting this in my crease, kind of deepening up and creating definition. As you can see, I do a lot of blending. A lot. Like, I was watching this video, I'm like, oh my gosh, it's gonna be the whole video me blending this freaking eyeshadow out. So, but that's the cool thing. It doesn't take one swipe. You know, I go back, I get some on my eyeshadow brush, you know, I keep building up that color, do it to the intensity that I like, and then I blend it out until I'm satisfied with it. So I'm just doing the same exact thing on the other eye. And blending, like, I'm pretty sure that's all I do. That's all I ever do with my life, blend out eyeshadow. But yeah, seriously, blending is like the key to this. Like, any eyeshadow look, guaranteed, you buy yourself a nice blending brush, it's gonna look good, okay? Just blend it on out. guess what I'm doing right now? Like, you guys are not even gonna guess. Just kidding, I'm blending. So I'm taking, again, that Barcelona Beach and Peach Smoothie back on that big fluffy brush, and I'm just blending out the outer portions of that dark shadow, just to make sure there's not any harsh lines or anything like that. Give it a nice smoked out effect. And here I'm just taking that shade from Urban Decay Easy Baked, and I'm just going back over it. Some of it that I blended out with the darker shadow kind of got lost, so I'm just making sure it's pigmented and all over my lid like I like it. Okay, now here I'm taking the NYC liquid liner. This is the best liner of life. It's kind of hard to work with, I have to say, because it's a super long brush applicator, so it can be kind of awkward, especially if you're not super good at doing wing liner, but it is the bomb and it's so cheap. And I'm so sorry, like, I was editing this and watching this video, I'm like, oh my gosh, I freaking sucked at showing the wing liner. I'm sorry, it's pretty awful, like, but I just want to give you a general idea of how I do it. And if any of you guys have questions, I can always refilm that, and I will. I'm gonna refilm a winged liner tutorial where my eyeball is not, you know, at the very bottom of the screen, barely being shown. And here I'm just kind of doing the other eye, kind of give you an idea of how I do it. Seriously, I'm so sorry. I know this is like probably painful to watch, but I wanted to show you something. Nice. You wing it out, girlfriend. Wing it out. I love a good wing. Seriously. I can have no makeup on and a wing, and I'm like, I can take on this day. Alright, so now onto brows. Whew, homegirl got some thick brows. So I am going to be using the Anastasia Dipbrow Pomade in the shade Dark Brown. And I'm using it on the brush that I think is recommended. She sells it. It's recommended with this Dipbrow. And I just start off, really my brows are pretty thick as you can already see, but I like to fill in the front. It's a little bit sparse right there. So I just start doing that, filling in the front, and then just filling in any areas that are kind of sparse and need a little bit of filling in. And then just moving over to that other eyebrow, I'm going to be doing the very exact same thing. Just kind of filling in where it's a little bit sparse. And I know brows can be kind of hard. Honestly, I used to be freaking horrible at them. Actually, to be honest with you, I never even used to touch my eyebrows. Because I was like, girl, you got them thick brows. You don't need to do anything. And then I would like look at pictures and I'd be like, no, you need a little bit of help. So, yeah, it was a struggle for a real long time. But just kind of taking a light hand and making sure you use that spoolie, which I'm using right now, really helps to blend out the product. Okay, homegirl ready for her face. Got sunburn this weekend, it really hurts. My face is a little red from it too. Okay, so we are taking this new NARS Luminous Foundation in the shade Punjab, which is medium 1. Give it a good shake. Just gonna pump it out onto my hand. And I like to use the Sigma, I believe it's the F80 Flat Top Kabuki. And I just place that product all over my face and just buff it in. And if any of you have been curious about that new NARS foundation, I think I got it like a week or two ago, and I absolutely love it. Now, it's definitely a medium coverage foundation. It's not full coverage, but it's definitely not sheer. It's not light at all, but it is more medium, so it's definitely buildable. You can make it a little bit thicker, but it is amazing. It is not cakey, but I have oily skin, so I do tend to need to touch up my face, but probably only once during the day, and then I'm good to go. So I love this stuff. It's great. And as you can see right here, I'm kind of taking that and pressing it into my face, and this kind of helps the foundation set, and it helps fill in those pores. Next, I'm going to be taking my Urban Decay Naked Skin Concealer in the shade Light, and I'm just going to put it underneath both of my eyes, on my chin, down the center of my nose, and then on my forehead. And we're going to do a little highlighting and contouring. So to blend it out, I'm just going to use a damp beauty blender and blend, blend, blend. And then sometimes I'll just take whatever leftover products on that beauty blender and just put it around the sides of my nose where you get a little red, and over my lips, because my lips are pretty pigmented. Cute little baby product. I just love that little thing. So that's a Mercier Secret Brightening Powder. And yeah, it's so cute and little, so I had to buy it. So I'm just taking that on a Sigma highlighting brush. I'm not exactly sure what that is. I'm pretty sure it's a highlighting brush. And I'm just putting this underneath my eyes to set where we just highlighted with that concealer. Concealer. I don't even know what just happened. What? I don't know. Alright. Okay, so now I'm going to be taking my Anastasia contour kit, and I'm going to be using those two darker shades. Don't exactly know the colors, but I'm going to be using that on an angled contour brush, and we are just going to contour the face. So I'm starting out under the cheekbones, kind of sculpting those out. And then move over to the other side of the face. And if you guys want a more in-depth, how I highlight and contour video, I can definitely do that for you guys. So I know this is a little sped up, so I can film that and slow it down a little bit. So right there, I'm just taking it up onto the forehead. And just kind of around that sides of my face right there. And then make sure to get underneath your jawline and also down your neck, because it is not fun to have a face that is not the same color as your neck. That's not cute. So then to contour my nose, I'm taking this IT Cosmetics brush. I don't know the name of it, but I'm pretty sure it's the only one that looks like that, double-ended. And I'm just going to contour the sides of my nose. the other end of that brush and just blend out the edges of that contour. Next, I'm going to be using MAC Peaches for my blush. And I literally have no idea what that blush brush is. You know, you always have like that one brush, you're like, where did this come from? Like, I don't even know. I think it was in the house I moved into it. Like, I have no clue. But just whatever blush brush you've got, it'll do. Then for highlight, I'm taking the beautiful Becca Opal Shimmering Skin Perfector. And I'm going to be putting that using a Mercier fan brush. Just putting that on the high points of my cheeks. Ooh, 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 yeah. Shine bright like a diamond. I was feeling it, okay? Then putting a little bit on the tip of my nose. And then also on the Cupid's bow. And doing that just gives the illusion of fuller lips. So who doesn't want fuller lips? Next, I'm just taking a super, again, random brush. I think it was in like a BH Cosmetics brush kit that I got. And I'm just going to highlight my brow bone with that same Becca Opal. Then taking it to the inner tear ducts, just kind of brighten things up a little bit. Hello. So, next I'm going to be taking, oh my gosh, I said I had like one random brush, I have like 15. I don't even know. I think this was another one from my BH Cosmetics kit. So basically it's just a super dense, short eyeshadow brush. I think it's maybe the smudger brush, and I'm just taking that same dark brown and purple that we put in our crease. I'm just smudging that into my lash line. Next, I'm taking a Sigma pencil brush, and I'm using that same Barcelona Beach and Peach Smoothie just to blend out that bottom, that dark color, and kind of smoke everything out a little bit. Kind of keep it consistent with the top part of our shadow. And I am apologizing now for the horrible faces I make doing that. Like, who knew that it would look that creepy? I never knew. Okay, so now I am moving on to mascara, and we are using the Too Faced Better Than Sex. Hello, excuse me, like, don't do that again. So, go ahead and apply. Then I'm just going to do my bottom lashes. You don't have to do your bottom lashes, but mine are pretty long, so I like to put a little mascara on them. Okay, so your eyes are finished. Now we are going to move on to the last thing, which is lips. And I'm using the Anastasia Liquid Lips in the shade Lovely. smudge my finger in it. Oh, that's a sad day. Back in there. The struggle is real. That was okay. I don't know. Kind of weird. I'm trying. Feeling jittery. All I've had is coffee. But coffee is my life. Ugh. That's in my tooth. And my boo-boo hasn't called me. Like, hello. What? I hear people talking. I don't know, but all I want is food right now. Like, do you guys feel me?